What's going on, guys? So my parts that I ordered last week just got in. I'm super excited. We're gonna grab the box. I'm gonna show you guys what I got. Let's go ahead and go check it out. Shout out to Rock Auto. I ordered some drilled and slotted rotors from their catalog. I've always gotten a ton of parts from Rock Auto. They seem to be dependable and stock load a ton of OEM replacement parts for multiple different cars. I have a 5% discount that I used, and I'll post it in the link somewhere or put it in the description if you guys want to use it. What I got was, boom, some Evolution brake pads. They're carbon fiber ceramic performance pads with the hardware and all the grease that you need. And the thing that I'm most excited about, which are gonna look flawless with the rims, are obviously the drilled and slotted rotors. So I'm super excited to post a video of me installing these. I've been wanting to do drilled and slotted rotors for a while now, so I'm excited to have better braking. I won't have to clean my wheels as much because there'll be less brake dust. And then also, they'll look good with these wheels. Like, seriously, I know they're gonna look clean. So stay tuned and we'll be installing them soon. Yo, what's going on, guys? So it's the next day. Get these brakes on, get these rotors on, and then take it out for a drive and see how everything goes. Missing a lug nut. When I went and got my fenders rolled, the homie accidentally broke off one of my studs, so stay tuned for that. We're gonna have to put studs all the way around. So I plan on going with bigger wheels, so extended studs and lug nuts. So first thing we want to do is get this caliper off so that we can take the old rotor out, put the new drilled and slotted rotor on, and then work towards getting the brakes done. So in order to get this knuckle off, there's two 17mm bolts in the back. One's on top and one's like on the bottom. As soon as you take those off, you should be able to slide off the whole knuckle so that we can then take the rotor off from there. Boom. So we went ahead and got the rotor off. Next thing we're gonna do now is take these brake pads out, put new hardware in, put the new pads in, put the rotor on, and then put everything back together. Then we'll start on the rear. So we got all the new hardware in there. It's looking nice and clean. Cylinder looks good. It's gonna be time to put these new brakes in here after we grease them up, and then put the rotor on. So honestly, gotta redo the stud. I'm just not committed to do that right now. So I'm gonna come back to this and do this later. It's not something that is gonna take too much time. Eventually I'm gonna do all of them all the way around probably, but it's just not gonna happen right now. So about to slap these boys on. there we go. There's a hole at the top here and a hole on the other side, and you literally place these in those holes like so, kind of like tweezer it in there, and it acts as springs. So after you compress the brakes, when you let go of the brakes, these help pull the brake pads off of the rotor so that they don't continue to wear and squeal and stuff like that. So make sure you do that. Don't forget. I almost forgot. One of these days I'm gonna paint these calipers, but not today. So if you put everything back in order, you should be able to button it up very nicely, obviously to torque specs for safety. But that's all you really got to do on the front. Fairly easy, real simple. Already looks really good, such an improvement. I'm really excited to see what they look like with the rims on it. So now we're gonna do the back. I'm not gonna do it all the way around for you guys. The same way that I did on this one is the exact same way you do it on the opposite side. So we're gonna work on the back and then I'll finish it up there. Yeah, it is hot as hell out here. I am working on this joint, trying to get it done. I'm trying to speed this boy up, but we almost there. I'm just get the back done. It's the same on the other side. Pretty much going to do the exact same thing as you did on the front brakes. There's these two bolts, one up top, one on bottom. You can take those off and pretty much take this whole knuckle off and change the hardware and the brakes the exact same way. And it's gonna be pretty easy. Just hit this with a mallet a few times, pull that off, and get it done.
Let me get a picture of you putting that stupid thing on.
Oh, this?
Yeah, then you can use it. Then you can use it as your thumbnail, you asshole. Fuck you, bro. That's all you get. Over.
What up, guys? So I finished doing the brakes and I wanted to just come out, give the car a nice little car wash, clean up the wheels and stuff, so that, you know, it looks nice and presentable after getting it all dirty and stuff. So, just finished doing the brakes. Just got done doing the braking procedure. So you're supposed to do 5 aggressive stops from 40 miles an hour down to 10 miles an hour 5 times. And then after that, you want to do 5 not so aggressive stops from 35 miles an hour down to 5 miles an hour. And then after that, you want to drive the car for a nice period of time without pressing the brakes at all for like a 5-minute cool down. And after you do that, there's a good clean contact surface for them to contact the rotor so you can brake good. So I've been driving it around. It brakes nicely. It definitely has more braking power. I feel that, and I'm excited. So